Hey, it's Dan here from FAI, and I want to talk to you about the hierarchy of physical function. Here at the Functional Aging Institute, we have re-imaged this classic graph. It used to be 5 levels, but we've expanded it to 8 because we really believe the independent and the frail category, and even the fit category, have more variety. See, as you age, it's not essential that you're an elite athlete. Let's face it, a lot of people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s have no desire to compete. They're not still playing sports. They don't even think of themselves as an elite athlete. That's not necessary to live a great quality of life. But do you need to be in the semi-fit or even the higher independent category? We believe you do. So what we think about this hierarchy of physical function is that someone that slips out of the top half down to the lower independent category at number 5 is one incident, one illness, one slip, one trip, one accident, one injury from dropping to pre-frail, frail, or even dependent. Let's face it, you can be cooking Thanksgiving dinner in that lower independent category, have a slip or a trip, break your hip. 6 months later, you're frail, maybe dependent, and maybe you're even gone, right? And so we see that people need to stay in that higher independent and semi-fit category so they can bounce back from whatever adversity comes their way, whether it's injuries, joint replacement, surgery, cancer, a slip, a trip, an accident, an injury, right? Things happen to us. We need to be able to bounce back from them. And if we're in that lower independent or pre-frail category, we may never be able to recover from any sort of illness, injury, or surgery. And so who are you training right now that might fall into that lower independent or even pre-frail category that you can aggressively start to move towards a higher independent level of function? Who are you training that's higher independent that needs to stay there and maybe be pushed to get into that semi-fit category? Who can you attract in your community that's at risk? Who's in that lower independent or pre-frail that desperately needs to hire your services? I want you to be thinking about how can you reach out to them? How can you communicate the quality of life difference being in that higher independent or semi-fit category? So this is Dan Ritchie again from the Functional Aging Institute. We hope you use the tool, the hierarchy of physical function, that we've put out for you to use.